Levi Clark grew up loving fireworks in Beaver, Oklahoma.
My dad was on the fire department there, and the fire department always shot the fireworks for the 4th of July.
As an adult, he turned that love into a business.
One $8,000 show was my first sale out in Kingfisher, Oklahoma.
Now, as president of ARC Pyrotechnics, his company does about $700,000 in business putting on displays in Oklahoma and even more across the country. Levi runs the business side. Gary Karpinski designs the shows.
The first thing I do is I'll edit the soundtrack.
Once Gary has the songs in order, a program will help him choreograph the explosions. The wave form of the music appears at the bottom. At the top, the company's inventory of shells. Gary knows each firework by name and how it will explode. He should. He travels to China to help manufacturers design them.
And then the software actually will go through and back time the firing system, because from the time it launches to the time it bursts.
Another program shows Gary exactly what the show will look like. Here's the start of the fireworks show in Norman. And here's the show in real life. Once Gary's happy with the show, a script is printed with labels for each shell needed.
Next would be 2 red dahlias.
And given to these workers who will pull and label them so they can be fired in the right order. It all happens at a secret location in nowhere, Oklahoma.
So we are in a secluded location because of the amount of fireworks that are in this building.
Inside, thousands of shells.
We're sitting somewhere in the 140 to 150,000 pound neighborhood of pyro weight right now.
Everything from storage to how the fireworks are moved, regulated by the ATF.
Anywhere from the explosion-proof lighting to the locks on the doors to how screws have to be covered by paint because you can't have exposed metal for spark resistance.
Levi says the location of the fireworks show regulates how big a shell they can use. For Edmund's show in Hafer Park, 6 inches is the max.
The shell was designed to travel approximately 100 feet into the air per inch of shell diameter. So a 6-inch shell should be roughly between 600 and 650 feet in the air when it breaks.
And those shells come in all shapes and sizes.
The shells range from 2.5 or 3 inches like this one. This is about $7, all the way up to this 16-inch shell, which weighs about 75 pounds. This cost you $2,000. Only 40 of these will be fired on July 4th around the country. And the boys tell me, if I drop it, we're all goners.
Now that the Edmund show is written, printed, and pulled, it's time for the real work, setting up the show. It all happens remotely with GPS units controlling the ignition of the shells.
You'll hear the music start.
And another system controlling the music.
And so the system at the radio station will feed the music to the radio station at exactly the show time as the fireworks shoot site computer activates at exactly the shoot time to synchronize the shows exactly the way we designed it to be.
In all, it's months and months of planning, design, choreography, and pulling shells for one 30-minute show.
In some of our larger shows, we have to set up 2-3 days in advance to have enough crews and time to get everything staged to shoot all of those shows on the 4th of July.